Hello everybody and welcome back to the Railroad Tycoon 3 campaign. I am of course playing on hard, expert unavailable, so hard is the hardest difficulty. And we're back after a long break with the next scenario, which is Rhodes Unfinished, where we're playing in East Africa. It's currently January of 1902. This map basically consists of like Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya, Ethiopia, and what is now South Sudan, and some other places. And it's based on Cecil Rhodes' actual idea to build a railroad from Cape Town in South Africa to Cairo in Egypt. That's what the video explained. The video being the introductory video that I can't record because trying to record the introductory video, presumably because it's a different resolution to the main game, causes fraps to just crash and I can't record it basically. But yeah, he died in 1902, which is where this scenario starts. In the heart of Africa, you must pick up the pieces of a broken dream. A dream not only of Cecil Rhodes, but that of the people of the African continent itself. Many felt that Africa's main hope for growth was to develop a sense of unity, a common bond that would transcend the borders of the many nations and tribes of the continent. Like Rhodes, many felt a trans-African railway could unite the country much as a transcontinental railway had helped the United States and Canada. There are many obstacles that you'll have to clear to shed some light on the dark continent. Yeah, because basically most of East Africa, in Victorian times and this time, was owned by the British. So he basically just wanted to link up all these British colonies. So for bronze we need to connect Dodoma in the south, and you also notice actually we only start with $700,000. And we do actually start with a tiny bit of track, and therefore our own company, to begin with. We can't build a connected track, so we basically have to start in Dodoma, unless we destroy everything, which is probably not a good idea. But yeah, connect Dodoma in the south to Juba in the north, Dodoma being the capital of Tanzania, and Juba is in Sudan, which is about here-ish. I can't remember the exact location. Silver also have company book value of 20 million before 1933. So we'd get 31 years to do that, or 32. Depending on if the scenario ends or January 1933 or January 1934. It's a bit iffy with these scenarios. However, for gold, we actually have to do everything before 1928, so we only get 26 or 27 years. For gold, the bronze condition, company book value of 35 million or more, and connect the city of Nairobi, all before 1928. So, main things, can't build unconnected track, fine. No AI, and we don't have to worry about net worth, so I don't have to worry about stock market or anything. Saying that, I'll just buy out 1,000 shares of my own company, issue off some stock. Dividend's already at 0, that's fine. Right, so from memory, this is a hard scenario at the start, and then at the end you can make a heck of a lot of money. Because certain cities and certain things, I think weapons, if I recall, make a lot of money, and there is actually a warehouse that makes weapons out of iron, supplies steel, could be interesting. So straight off the bat in Dodoma there's nothing apart from one load of steel, which we could ship to Kenyika or Heneti. Actually, that's interesting, yeah. Tanzania is not called Tanzania, it's called German East Africa, and that consists of Tanzania and Zanzibar. Although I think Zanzibar is still technically modern part of Tanzania itself. But yeah, right off the bat, Kinyika has absolutely nothing, apart from a few houses. Same with Haneti. Here, Dodoma has an oil refinery, but obviously there's no oil. Where is oil? Oil around the Moyawasi swamp. Mispronunciations galore probably in this video. Shinyanga. Kibondo also has an oil refinery. Yeah. Textile mill. I'm thinking that we kind of want to get to Tabora. Good thing about this map though is access to territories is always 100,000, so it's so cheap it's sort of laughable really. Because normally in a map like this it'd be like 1 million, 2 million to get into countries, and the fact it's only 100,000 makes this a lot easier. Straight off the... I keep saying straight off the bat, but that is actually really annoying. That oil refinery is built right in the middle of my track. But I think... yeah, we have got around that. I think let's just connect up to Kinyika. In fairness, we could maybe also connect to Haneti. That is a nasty looking valley. Maximum gradient of about 5%, mostly 3 and 4%. I'm just going to keep that as it is. Small station in Kinyika. Kinyika has, as you would expect, absolutely nothing. Also, it's actually called Dodoma Junction. I don't like that. I'm going to call it Dodoma. Like it should be called. So, I mean, this is going to make, like, basically no money at all. Also, I'm going to do a slight readjustment just so I can actually put my service tower and maintenance where I want them, which is like that. And then I'm going to have to destroy a bit more. And then I can do that. So, because of the positioning of that oil refinery, that is some very nasty bend going on there. But it does mean that I don't have to build 2 maintenance and service towers. Right, trains. We still can build the consolidation, which as we all know is a great train. Can build the Sterling, but it's very bad at pulling these 40-ton 1900 to 1950 loads. Consolidation's actually still quite fast. Sterling is just not good anymore. And there's the Camelback, which is very cheap. It's very good fuel economy, not very good acceleration. It's ugly. I'm just going to go with the consolidation because we're going to have some passengers. Consolidation, as we know, is a good train, so steel, mail, passengers and passengers. But yeah, it's not going to hold much. And if I took out a bond, there's no way we're going to get to Haneti, is there? Realistically. I mean, the flattest way would actually be like sort of like it's about 400,000 if we built it like that. It's only about 300,000 if we did that. So 300,000 plus 50,000 for the small station, and then 120,000. So we could actually do it. I think I'll let this train do its delivery and then take out a bond and then build all that and connect to Haneti. Alternatively, could try and get to Jamkola. Okay, that's actually really nice. Which would be about 350, 450. Yeah, that'll be I think I can do that, you know. Well, I took out that bond anyway, so it's too late now. That is a fairly nasty hill. About 4 or 5%. It's fairly sort of constant gradient though, so it's probably will be okay. And the consolidation is actually okay on hills. Okay, it's not great at like pulling up a steep hill a lot of these heavy loads. But Jamkola does have a lot more going for it. Which, considering how little it actually has, is saying something. So, nobody wants to go to Jamkola. They pay more to Kinyika, so I think I'll actually get a... So I think I'll actually modify this train and just be like this. So it's simply Dodoma, Kinyika, Jamkola, Kinyika, Dodoma. So we're going to have to wait a while before it actually gets to Jamkola. And I'm actually going to need some like service stuff just here. Hopefully that comes out profitable. I do want to get to Haneti though, because this area is the Masai Steppe. I don't know the exact boundaries of it, but essentially connecting to any one of these cities, or possibly even just building track in this area, triggers an event which, if done correctly, it's very easy to do correctly, gives you a bonus. I can't remember what that exact bonus is, but I think it's possibly like $500,000 in cash. Quite nice. There is also another event involving Zanzibar, which we'll come to later. So yeah, they're pleased with our performance. The company made 139,000 last year, which not a lot, but every little helps. Let's buy out more shares. At least we don't have to worry about AI building their own company or buying shares in our company or anything like that. If I took out another bond, I highly doubt we could get to Tabora. Just out of interest, how much roughly would it be? It's going to be about 600,000-ish for the track. Medium station wouldn't cover it. We'd be basically bankrupt if we built the track and then the station. Koga doesn't really have a whole lot going for it. But Tabora does have a fair amount going for it. So I'm going to take a risk, take out a bond, build track between Jamkola and Tabora. I think I've actually been quite lucky here in this playthrough, because Dodoma and Jamkola aren't complete, like, messes. I mean, I don't mean, like, actually messes, I just mean in the sense that Kinyika has, like, 4 houses, Haneti's, like, 3 houses. Dodoma actually has some industry, and therefore I think that makes it a bit easier, because as far as I know the industry is random each time you play. There may be some kind of order or probability saying Dodoma has a 50% chance of having a textile mill, for example, but as far as I know it's largely random. I'm also wondering how to build this station. Probably like that is best, because then I miss 2 houses. If I do that, I miss the oil refinery. So yeah, I'm going to build it like that. There's actually not a whole lot here. Nobody wants to go to Tabora. Yeah, I think Dodoma to Tabora is going to be best. So I'm aware that we've taken out a fair few bonds. Well, actually we've only taken out 2, but we only have 1 train. Still, early days. I just have to hope this train remains profitable. Ideally, I'd take out another bond and then get some more trains or something. I think we're okay for maintenance and stuff. Rubber farms appeared in Mombasa. Economy normal. Really could do with another bond. That's actually holding nothing now, that's annoying. Have I just fucked this up? Have I genuinely just messed this up? I really need that other bond. Neutral, that's performance. They're not giving me the bond. It is hauling, but not enough. Basil Shillito Cave, the Consul General of Zanzibar and the Sultan of Zanzibar have determined that the clove trade on the island is losing too much money and the ferry service to the island is itself weak. They have requested that you connect the island with your railway. They want to build a cotton-based industry for the future of Zanzibar and East Africa. If you can do this before 1910, you will receive a grant of $2 million and a round of applause. Yeah, this is the event I was talking about. Before 1910 gives us 7 years to do so. I think it was the end of 1910, I don't think it was the beginning of 1910. But even so, that would require us building maybe through here, or alternatively, we'd have to build up towards Heneti, and then Kibaya, Kibarashi, and then maybe Mubwewe. Or alternatively, we just build directly from Kibarashi. Plus we have to build a suspension bridge and then to Zanzibar. Now, at present, we're not making cash. Even if we had the cash to build all that, plus the suspension bridge and the stations and the service towers, it's going to be way more than 2 million. Which makes me wonder, is this ever actually worth it? I'm also actually kind of annoyed that we're not making any cash. Okay, I can possibly afford a very... Ah, damn, I can't even afford a camelback. I need literally 1,000 more. This train just is not making money. Tabora was a mistake, which is annoying me. It annoys me greatly that I cannot take out any kind of bonds. There's just no way... Yeah, there's just no way to get like quick and easy money. $2D2. I don't want to build a Shay because it's too slow and it'd just be a bit silly, really. But if that's my only option, but I mean, even then, like if I built a Shay between Tabora and Jamcola, is it actually going to make any cash? That's the thing. It seems like a train between Jamcola and Dodoma itself would be quite good. There's also some troops which I find a bit good. So is this going to make any money? Dodoma to Jamcola? I mean, a bit, but... It's a Shay, so it's obviously not going to be very fast. Aha! Growing prosperity. Still no bond. God damn it. Wow, okay. It's actually going pretty fast. Because it can average like 20 miles an hour, which I don't know what the consolidation can do, but... It does have poor fuel economy, which is kind of annoying. I think this company is doomed. It's just not... It's not doing anything. Somewhat pleased with your performance. Ah! Finally I can get a bond. Right. Okay. Let's get a consolidation between Tabora to Jamcola. Even then it's barely making money. Also upgrade this to a consolidation. Is this ever going to make money again? No, it's making... Okay, it's making some money, but... I think it's fair to say the company's not doing very good at the moment. I could do with connecting up to Heneti. Next stop along this way would probably be Shinyanga, but that doesn't look like it has a lot going for it. Mwanza has some stuff, but obviously that's going to be fairly expensive to get to. Okay, we are actually fertilizer factory in Mombasa, Mombasa being in Kenya, so we don't really care about that at the moment. We are... I was going to say we're making money now, but we're not. Tabora Jamcola, I did not build maintenance. Oops! Right. Things are bad. At least the consolidation is acceptable with regards to passengers. Which helps, because also we have got a lot of passengers. And 2 of them are starred, so we get even more money from passengers from that. Highly annoyed with us. Can't really blame them. They're not doing very well. Ow. Ow. Yeah, ow. Boom times ahead. Certainly doesn't feel like we're in a boom right now. If I could get a bond, I could connect to Heneti. Share price just keeps going lower and lower. But no bond is coming. This is kind of what I meant, though not to this extent, when I said that the start of this scenario is very hard to make money. But I didn't think it'd be this hard. Aye, aye, aye. Maybe I should have bought some industry, maybe. Maybe early on, you're better off going with industry. We need some kind of miracle comeback. Just keep cutting the salary, which did actually turn a profit last year, but only 34,000. Still not letting me get a bond. Later on, though obviously not now, I will want to build electric track because some of the electric trains are actually okay. Even early on. Like the 2D2 is actually a good train. It's just obviously we don't have any money for electric track. I'm literally having to build this track mile by mile because I just have no cash. I mean, if you look at the actual map itself, there's a fair amount of stuff in Koga. Tabora has some stuff. There's stuff lying around, it's just... Kokinyuke, yeah, we've got a train going there. I'm really disappointed by Tabora. Don't know why, but for whatever reason, it seems like since connecting to Tabora, the company is just not doing good. Making an ever so small profit, which considering when a boom is embarrassing. Still fed up with us, and we can issue a bond, which is finally... Right, Hanetti has nothing for it, apart from a few houses. However, you have come across the local Maasai tribesman. The chief of this tribe has insisted that you give them something of value for the right to use their land. The exact boundaries are unknown. Now obviously, give them a warning not to mess with the railroad is the wrong choice. In the past, I've always given 50,000 in cattle. I can't remember what that does. I know it's a good choice. I can't remember what the bonus is if you do that. 50,000 in currency I've either never done or I just can't remember what it gives. 50,000 in gold, I can't remember what that gives either. 50,000 in gold might give you 500,000 later on. 50,000 in cattle, can't remember what that does either. I'm just going to give them the cattle, because I know that the cattle is a good choice, so I'm going to do that. Right, Hanetti actually has some passengers and some mail. Who want to go to and from Dodoma, which is actually quite nice. We can also ship some lumber and some steel and some grain and nice. So we can actually ship a fair amount to and from Dodoma Hanetti. In theory. Right, yeah, I'm actually going to double up this track because oh my, that traffic is bad as you'd expect. It might also be worthwhile just casually deleting this track, because we're paying for a track that, frankly, we're never going to use. That's better. So, company has 288 miles of track. Your gift of cattle puts a look of amazement on the Maasai chief. He steps close to you and hugs you like a member of his family. The chief realises that only someone who cared about the Maasai would have taken the time to learn how important cattle are to his people. He tells you that a man with friends has more wealth than the greatest chief. Okay. So, he obviously likes the cattle. What does he give us in return? Please give us something? We're kind of in need of money here. I mean, like, a small loan of $1 million wouldn't hurt. Please? Please give us like about $3,000 trillion. I'm guessing maybe at the end of the year we'll get something or something. Hopefully. Okay, Hanetti's actually run out of stuff to deliver to Dodoma. And Dodoma has almost run out of stuff to deliver to Hanetti. Share price is slowly actually going up. Things are still bad. I was going to say things are turning around, but no, things are still bad. They're annoyed with us. Salary remains at 5,000. Hey ho, what can you do? Can I get to Koga? Or can I get to Shinyanga? Let's try Shinyanga first. Don't know why we're going to be able to get to there. Okay, we can actually build to Shinyanga. Though I doubt it's going to have much. There's a fair amount of grain. Which could ship. People kind of want to go to and from Tabora. So Tabora Shinyanga looks like it's going to be a good idea, maybe. Your old friend the Maasai chief comes to you on one of his frequent visits. However, this time he has a gift for you. He felt that your generous offer of cattle had been too great, and he feels that a true friend would share his wealth. He knows that Europeans desire diamonds, and he has a few that he'd like to give you to do with what you will. You've received $300,000 worth of diamonds. Nice! Thank you. So with that $300,000 dues, I'm going to build maintenance and service and a train between Shinyanga and Tabora. That's making some money. Next stop will be Mwanza. However, it will still be a long, long way before we can get to there. I kind of have to hope that we've sort of hit the slump and that things are going to go on the way up. I have to hope that we're going to start to make a bit more money. we are in economic boom, which will help. How much is it roughly going to be to get to Mwanza? Assuming a not too ludicrous economic boom fading, damn it. About 400,000 more if we go this way. Alternatively, we go just direct like that, and that actually does seem to be cheaper. We do have a pretty mighty bridge if we do that. But then obviously there's the station and the maintenance and the service tower and all that shaboodle, which we'd have to worry about. Okay, we are actually turning profit now. It's not the greatest profit in the world, but it is a lot bigger than 51,000. Hey! Very pleased with us. And we can issue a bond. Can't issue some stock. And let's connect over to Mwanza, which I pray has something going for it. It has a barracks. Also, actually, the Grizz didn't want to show that time, for whatever reason. Okay, how am I going to do this? Could build a mighty bridge. If I actually go round the river, or the river valley, then I don't need a bridge. The gradient remains relatively flat. And then build a large station. I actually fit the whole city in. Wahey! Okay, I missed one house, but wahey. Okay. So Tabora Mwanza looks promising. Just build some service towers. I will also need a maintenance shed here outside Mwanza. I've already built... Okay. I've already issued stock, which is a bit annoying. So... I just need a big influx of cash. Ah, new locomotive. The Atlantic. It's fast and it's good for express. Relatively cheap to buy, expensive to maintain. But we could get some of those. And just when I thought things were looking up, we start losing money again. God damn it. I can't win in this one, can I? Things just don't seem to want to be going my way this particular scenario. Economy slowing. I was just about to buy a train, and then I lost like $100,000. Economy slowing. So it's normal economic growth from here on. Okay. Please, I need like $100,000. Okay. No, piss! I just had it. I just had it. Ass. It won't let me issue a bond. Of course it won't. Yes, okay. Our first Atlantic train between Wanza and Tabora. Actually making decent money. But obviously that's the first load. First delivery, so it's always going to be a lot higher than later on once things stabilise. Okay, good. Influx of money. Build a maintenance facility here. A lot of corn here. Annoyingly, the best place to deliver it would be like Dodoma and Haneti, which are miles away. Aha! Tabora rocket. Excellent. I have to hope. Yeah, okay, that's making decent cash now. Military depots appear for the first time near Gembo. That's all the way in Ethiopia. So we're not really going to concern ourselves with that. Because if you look, Ethiopia is, for the most part, mountains. And it's got 3 cities, which we're probably not going to care about. Also, we missed the Zanzibar thing. Not that anyone really cares, because I wasn't going for that in the first place. I mean, Zanzibar, it's a medium city. It's just miles away from where we kind of want to go. Like, we connect there, maybe end game, but not like straight away. Okay, we're actually making profit now. This is good. Right. Excited about our performance. Yeah, makes a change. Things are looking up. So, next stop would probably be Nugara. Unless we connect to Bukombe. And then Kibondo. And then build something like that. As opposed to just building directly to Nugara. Kigali could be interesting. But essentially we'll want to build something that will kind of go like that, maybe. And then past Nagara and then around here to Kampala. How many bonds can I take out? Okay, I can take out 2 bonds. I can't issue more stock. So I think let's connect over to Bukombe. Just out of interest, it did say in the introductory video that in 100 years, because this game came out in 2003, no one has actually built a railway between Cape Town and Cairo. And as far as I'm aware, that's still true. So people want to go here from Shinyanga and Tabora, which is interesting. Shinyanga Shinyanga looks promising. Shinyanga... Ah, that brewery's just propped up here right now. So I think I should upgrade this to a larger station. Build a train between Bukombe and Shinyanga, because that seems like it might make a bit of cash. Go to consolidation. And then hopefully I've still got enough to get to here. Kibondo. Do I actually want to be going here, or do I just want to be going to Nagara? I guess it can't hurt. Famous last words. Whoa! Okay, not like that. Like that is better. Kibondo has a fair amount of diesel, and Shinyanga really wants diesel. So that is good. Shinyanga also has a tiny bit of oil. Alternatively, we go to Mwanza. Mwanza has furniture for some reason. Tabora must have a furniture factory. It does have a furniture factory. So I mean, Tabora Kibondo could be interesting. But I think we're going to go from here to here. Yeah, things are definitely looking up. I think we're actually going to be profitable now. And right as I say that, we get a fucking recession. Ah well. No, the trains are actually making decent money now. We've got more profitable routes. Which definitely helps. So we're actually making money now. I did say that once you get to around about here, you become more profitable. And I think also Kampala is a good city to get to. Mbarara doesn't really have a whole lot going for it. Kapale is quite difficult to get to, and it doesn't seem to have a whole lot going for it. I'm just going to casually buy access to Uganda and Sudan while I can, because it's literally 200,000 for both of them. May as well buy Kenya as well. Not buy Kenya itself, but buy access to Kenya. It'd be quite impressive if I could buy the entirety of this country of Kenya for $100,000, even in 1912. That'd be a bit silly. Okay, I forgot to build maintenance and service again. God damn it. Very pleased with your performance. Yeah, things are definitely looking up. Can't issue stock yet. I can't take out a bond. I'm going to save the game. It's unfinished. Okey-doke.